I fell off my bike actually, and they stopped me doing that. So I don't do that anymore. That was a while back. I broke my wrist. They said we can't have it. So I really don't do much. I just try to help people feel better. When I was about 7, until I was about 7 years old, I thought everybody had a mommy who took them up in bed at night and a father who encouraged them to read the British Medical Journal after school. I thought everybody got to go on camping trips and listen to Herbert von Karajan conduct the New World Symphony until I was about 7. And then my father started taking me with him on house calls. And we lived in a impoverished post-war naval port, and he was a family practitioner. He took me along with him, and all of a sudden I realized that everybody was either a grimy dock worker, or they sold fish and chips, or they were prostitutes. And this was so exciting. It was a terrible shock, but to a 7-year-old this was really something. My father died suddenly, and my mother was left with crushed dreams and 5 teenagers to raise. I spent the next 20 years trying to figure out life's injustice and cruelty, and eventually I decided to stop fretting and try to do something about it. And Stanford was good enough to accept me into the PA program, and I became a PA. And like all PAs, I think, especially those who work helping the underserved, as long as people have to fight to get food, as long as they get beaten and put out onto the streets, and as long as they get spat on for their lifestyle choices, I'm going to keep going and keep chipping away. And as long as people spend 30 years of their life in prison, or numb their pain with drugs, and as long as poor people die younger than wealthy people, and as long as babies aren't breastfed, I'm going to keep chipping away at these injustices. And I think that's the case for all PAs who work with the underserved anyway, and the teams that support them. And so I really think with this award, I should honour all PAs who work with the underserved. And especially, I want to thank and honour the people who can't get away, the people who are at home raising families or at work, stuck. They can't go to conferences, they can't go to school, they can't go overseas, they can't do the amazing things that I've had the chance to do. So I want to remember them and thank them also for all the work they do. If she was here, Dr. Berry, who nominated me, would say that she taught me everything I know. She's not here, so I can tell you that she didn't do a bad job at it. But she was there at the beginning of my career as a PA, and so was my family. And I obviously couldn't be here without them. And so John, my husband, never questioned my madcap ideas. He was loyal and gave me hugs when I needed them. Ben, my oldest son, was 10 years old. He was so brave. He never asked for anything for himself. And Tom was 8. Cheerfully prodded me to keep going. I'm going to make a joke now. Carefully prodded me to keep going in this great escapade. Like it didn't work. I don't know if it worked, but anyway, like I say, I don't do very much, but I do try to be chipping away and trying to make people feel better. So I'm very honoured to get this award, and thank you to Pfizer and the AAPA. It's fantastic. Thank you.